Welcome to Tiny Rails, the fun little game with a train. And that was mine going past. I'm currently doing the Latin America quests, Chapter 3, where I'm heading into Central America. Yep, I really don't have much more to say about them than that. Okay, it's night time again. In the last episode I upgraded about 13 or 15 cars, replaced 4. So I don't think I'm going to be upgrading any more cars in this episode. If I am, it's going to be very few. I'm headed to Chetumal, and yes, I'm probably pronouncing that awfully, to find out where they want to send me next into Central America. I believe it's somewhere in Belize. Or I'll go through Belize, because I don't believe there is a Belizean city actually on the map. But we'll find out in about 30 miles. As I'm recording this game is on sale in the Steam Summer Sale for the exorbitant price of a whole $2.50. Or $2.49, I think. Oh, Grandpa, we've arrived at Chetumal, Lance. Have you got an update for us? Lance, RailCo has sent Cyril out on the rails. He's headed a different route on a newer lines, though. I'm going to suggest you head for Belmopan. Okay, Belize. Okay, there's a Belizean city. I was wrong. Grandpa, alright, Lance, keep passing us information as you get it. We'll get moving. So I guess I'm headed to Belize next. Click on the marker. 100 miles to go to the next city on my wonderful tour of Central America. Or the first city of this part of the tour of Central America, I guess. Of course, there would be a bit of livestock in the way. As you can see, I have just over 23 million in the bank, and I will be spending that, or a large amount of that, in a couple of episodes' time. However, I would like to finish the Central American quests, or the Latin America quests, and Chapter 3, before I spend that money, and I believe the next set of quests after this are in the Middle East. Grandpa, we've been in Belmopan for a bit now, Lance. Any luck with a route for us? Lance, yeah, I think I've got something plotted. I won't lie, it's going to be a strange trip. You're going to zigzag across Central America. Hank, your team will need to clear a path towards Guatemala. Hank, well, Diana managed to get us the funds. We're going to have our work cut out for us, though. We'll have mountains and jungle to work around. Grandpa, take your team out first, Hank. Get a head start. We'll get started to Guatemala a little later. No, I think we'll get started towards Guatemala now, if you don't mind. And just for my own knowledge, yep, the Middle East Chapter 1-1 comes after I complete Latin America Chapter 3-12. And I'm currently on Chapter 3-4. So, depending how far apart these stations are, which doesn't look like it's going to be too huge a distance, because let's face it, Central America, just like it was in the Caribbean, Central America is not that large. So it doesn't really matter which route they send me through, I should be able to get to the 8 or so stations they need me to get to relatively quickly. Here we are at Guatemala. Hank, well, that was certainly an interesting trip. Sorry all, we worked as fast as we could. Diana, nonsense, Hank, you and your team did amazing work. You kept well under budget too. There's still plenty of money to work with. Grandpa, agreed, Hank, you did great work in an unfriendly environment, and you kept ahead of us the whole way. Straight, everybody wants to talk. Lance, Hank, you'll need to take your team towards Honduras next. San Pedro Sula is your destination. Grandpa will be right behind you, Hank. Any updates on RailCo, Lance? Lance, Cyril is somewhere in western Guatemala, but I'm not sure where. I think you're still ahead of him, though. Oh, great, now Valerie wants to talk. Valerie, let's hope our luck holds up, though. And let's be sure to work quickly. Make a stop at San Pedro Sula. Well, as we head towards there, I'll head towards my caboose. Oh, I did say I was going to change the engine this episode. Collect whatever money was in the caboose. Less than 100,000, but still worth it. Oh, I've got a little bit of time, so let's find an engine that I like the look of. I'll go with the bright pink one. Let's see if I can find its corresponding caboose. There's the corresponding caboose. Grandpa, another job well done, Hank. Bravo. Hank, I appreciate it. My team is doing some amazing work out there. I'm letting a few of them rest while we wait. Lance, what's the story? San Salvador. SV is your next stop, crew. Keep an eye out for Cyril, though. Based on his progress, you may well run into him there. Valerie, we'll watch our backs, Lance. Thanks. At least everybody wasn't quite so chatty at that stop. Mark the next place on the map. Where am I going now? How far away is it? Okay, yeah, we're definitely zigzagging. Let me... Because we started there, down there, across to San Pedro Sula, then we have to head to San Salvador. Okay. Again, not a big deal. This whole area is small enough that just like the Caribbean, I might be able to fit it all in most of one episode, if not the whole of one episode. That didn't quite sound right. I might be able to fit it all in one episode, or most of it in one episode and the last bit in a subsequent episode. That's probably better English. And I've got a lot of work to do to upgrade these cars. That'll probably happen in the upcoming days, because for the next 3 weeks I'm working from home, which means this game can play on my PC alongside me. Oh, okay, we've met Cyril. Cyril, well I say, fancy meeting you lot. This isn't remotely suspicious. Valerie, ugh, I should have known we'd run into you. Couldn't have stayed lucky for that long, I suppose. Cyril, and what does that mean precisely? I can't help but notice we haven't crossed paths before now. What exactly are you up to? Grandpa, we're trying to run a business, Cyril, just the same as you. I know RailCo has been struggling. Cyril, RailCo is just fine, I assure you. I'm truly sorry to disappoint you. Now if you'll excuse me, we have work to do. Good day to you. Lance, watch your step, crew. Don't want him catching on. Diana, how are our funds looking? Diana, I made arrangements for more money to be transferred. We'll need to make a detour to Puerto Cabas. Yeah, that place. I'm sorry, I know that's not an ideal route. Grandpa, it's okay, Diana. We need the funds. We can run existing lines to Puerto whatever. And it might throw Cyril off our scent. Okay. Not entirely sure where that place is, but I'm sure I'll find it. Okay. Back to through wherever I just came through, and then straight. Ah, and daylight's arrived. It's always nice to see my train actually in daylight. And if any cars are going to be upgraded, it's going to be these 4. But if they get upgraded when I'm not recording, I'm not going to wait to upgrade them, because I think I've had all 4 of these cars on my train at some point in one of the episodes before. So upgrading them won't show anything new that I haven't shown before. Whereas all these cars, when they reach their 25,000 experience, if I'm not recording, I will wait until such time as I start another episode before I upgrade the cars. Just because I find it fun to see what they're going to turn into, and I like to have a record of it. Yes, I'm working from home for the next 3 weeks. So, like I say, I can run this game. Literally, it can sit there beside me, running pretty much by itself. And all these cars will gain experience while that is happening. And every 30 minutes or so, I'll look up, make sure my train is somewhere in the world where I want it. And I'll collect any money from jobs I've done and generally keep the game going. Diana, well, the money is dealt with. We've lost time, though. Grandpa, we'll just have to work to make it up, then. Lance, what was our next stop on our original route? Your next stop is Managua. Diana is right, though. We've lost a fair amount of time. Hank, we're going to do everything we can to make it up. My team is headed out now. Stick behind us. Well, it's not like we can get ahead of you, Hank. Oh, it does help if I select the marker. Oh great, we're going back the same way I just been through. Keep going through this place. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of that town either, or that city. Oh, another bit of livestock in the way. Okay, with this engine on my train, I get to currently 282 miles an hour. Let me see if doing any repairs makes that. Yep, 288 miles an hour is my standard speed, and 360 miles an hour for my express speed. Not a bad little engine. I just like it because it's bright pink. It's really noticeable. Whilst I'm going through this place yet again, I will drop off any cargo I've got. And have a yawn. $70 miles to go, and I will reach the next destination. Yeah, this is very reminiscent of the Caribbean quest that I did, where they're so close together. Oh, missed. I was aiming for the Hawaiian car behind the Bastille car there to collect money. That I don't have a problem getting between one and the other. Grandpa, we made good time, all things considered. Good work, everyone. Lance, what's our status? Lance, bah, Cyril's ahead of us now. He's headed to San Jose. So are we. We're going to be taking our own route, though. If we're lucky, we can catch up. Grandpa, we'd better get started then. Let's go. Oh. Hit the start button. Hit the depart button does help. Forgotten which one I'm on now. And I'm going to San Jose. Oh, 3-9. And this part of the wonderful quest ends at 3-12. 9, 10, 11. Maximum of 4 more stops, or 4 more places to visit. I'm trying to think of... Oh, I'll shut up because I'm about to go with the story again. Hank, we're working as fast as we can, crew. How are we looking, Lance? How many stops left? Close, just 2 more stops on the route. Cyril, I knew it! I don't know how you avoided us this long, but you must be headed for the Panama Canal. I'll get that contract first, I assure you. Valerie, drat, talk about lousy timing. What do we do? Grandpa, there's no choice now. It's a flat-out race to the canal. Lance, what's our next destination? Lance, Santiago. And you'd better hurry if you want to keep pace. Grandpa, you heard him, crew. Let's get a move on. Hang on. It's my train company, Grandpa. You gave it to me. Why are you giving me orders? $175 miles to the next place. Now, as I was going to say, it's a Steam summer sale, so I'm looking at other games to pick up. I picked up another train kind of company management game. I forgot it's called Railway Corporation. I might start playing that. I've still got to pick up with Cook Serve Delicious 3. I've tried Red Dead Redemption 2 and it made me rage quit. There was a couple of other games I tried which I really didn't get into. So, but as always with the sales, I tend to try and pick up a load of games which I've kind of kept an eye on for a while. And here we are at Santiago. Lance, you're making good time, crew. Cyril's close though, no time to lose. Panama City is your last stop in the home stretch now. Hank, my team is on top of this, everyone. Keep pushing hard. We're not going to lose this race now. Grandpa, we can do this, everyone. Let's work hard just a bit longer. God, sounds like the motivational speeches I've had from management over the years. Yes, we want you to work as hard as humanly possible so we, the management, can get our bonuses. Yes, that's motivating. Cynical? Me? Never. Panama is the next station stop. Now, I was thinking of recording Sid Meier's Pirates as well at one point. I played that recently, but kind of, yeah, it's good fun. I'm just not sure if I actually want to bother recording it. So feel free to suggest any games you might want me to play. And here we go. Diana, and done. We've got the paperwork signed. We've got a deal in place to plot a route into South America. Everyone can take a breath. Cyril, unbelievable! Not again. Curse you and your wretched team. Mr. Blackwell is going to be furious. Valerie, better luck next time, Cyril. Be sure to tell Blackwell what we said. Be sure to tell Blackwell that we said hello. Cyril, enjoy this small victory while you can. RailCo will get the best of you yet. I promise you that. Ew, poor loser. Valerie, what do you think? Will Blackwell let him keep his job? Grandpa, let's try to be a better competitor to RailCo than they are to us. I don't bear anyone ill will. Hank, crew, we've still got a lot to do here. Going to take some time and money to get a route and track prepared. Diana, Hank is right, team. There's plenty of room to grow here. Why not spend some time building the trade relationships you've started? When the time is right, I'll be in touch. Grandpa, we'll do just that. Diana, thank you again. Team, let's hit the rails again. And that was... Yes, that was the last chapter of the Latin America quests. The Middle East quest, I'm going to start at Helsinki in Finland, apparently. Well, I'll head in that general direction. Actually, I probably won't. I don't know which route it would take me, so I'll just head in sort of that general direction into Africa via South America. And that'll keep me occupied for a while. Yes, Middle East. My total quest progress is now into 79%, and the information on the Middle East is Harold Blackwell is still on the loose. The crew follows a lead on a book that could aid them in figuring out his master plan. Yes, because Blackwell was arrested for trying to make space trains, and then he escaped. But I've now reached 79% total quest progress, and here's the thing. The Southeast Asia chapter is coming soon, so I don't know if completing the Middle East chapter, or chapters, will get me to 100% quest progress, or if it will stop somewhere between 79 and 100%, and it would have to wait for me to actually be able to complete that for the whatchamacallit, the Ujimiflip, the thingamabob thing I've just forgotten, for the Southeast Asia chapter to become available if and when Tiny Titan Studios update the game with it. And after that there is no more areas of the world. I believe on the mobile version you can get little additional areas to play with at certain times of the year. However, they don't appear to be on the PC version. So I basically have the Middle East chapter to do, or chapters, the Middle East quests, and then the Southeast Asia quests if they occur. Apart from that, I've done the quests and completed everything in the world. So all I now want to do is get the last 61 train cars. Yeah, sorry, I'll complete the Middle East quest, get the 61 train cars, and that is pretty much everything I can do in the game. I've delivered all the cargo. I just need money for the Middle East, getting all the train cars. Hence the reason I'm currently running a mainly passenger train. And once I've done that, there is nothing left for me to do until the Southeast Asia quests occur. Of course, getting all the train cars is easier said than done. As I say, there's 61 of them that I still need, and because they're a random thing coming out of the gumball machine, I could spend 100 million and still not get them all. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get all the train cars, but it's a nice personal goal for me to try and get them, and then naturally upgrade them, sell the duplicates, etc. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. Right now I'm just wondering, okay, these have got a little way to go before they're going to upgrade. These 4 cars will need another 300 experience points, or they'll go up to level 2. I'm just curious as well. I can currently carry 151 passengers, and my bonus is currently 46%. So my comfort and food levels could do with improving. But there again, I am using multiple cars which are designed for cargo, like the ostrich car, which I could replace with a passenger car. Are you a cargo car? Maybe your kind of entertainment car. Is this one a cargo car? Yep, the Wild West keg car, as well as the Mount Vesuvius car. I could replace all three of those at some point with passenger cars or entertainment cars to improve my train's passenger happiness and bonuses. Anyway, time for me to shut up. As always, I hope you enjoyed, or at least enjoy the fact I progressed past now the Latin America quests, and I'm now on to what is currently the final set of quests in the Middle East. And hopefully I'll see you down the track for more of Tiny Rails in the near future. Cheerio!